The Grand Metropole Hotel has stood at the center of Moscow life for more than a century, as a playground for the rich, and later the headquarters of a revolution. Most recently, it was reinvented as the setting for a blockbuster novel, A Gentleman in Moscow. Why a hotel?
Why a hotel?
The book's American author, Amor Towles, first visited the Metropole in 1998.
I was drawn to the Metropole in part because
20 years on, he came back with us to see it again.
I had a love of Russian culture and history to begin with, which made it sort of very natural to want to set a story here for me.
His story, the hardback edition, now features in the lobby bar. So let me show you. The hotel has put your book on display here. Did you notice that?
Yeah, no, I did not notice it.
The entire novel takes place inside the Metropole, a hotel that's rediscovered its Art Nouveau roots after decades of Soviet makeovers. Towles' hero, Count Rostov, is living in one of the Metropole's elegant old suites when the story opens. Oh.
Yeah, so that, of course, is the Bolshoi, where the ballet performed before the revolution and after the revolution, where it performs today.
But the fictional Count is soon evicted from these posh rooms. Sentenced by the Bolsheviks to house, or actually hotel arrest for the next 30 years, he's banished to an attic and witnesses decades of Russian history through the windows of the Metropole Hotel. Lenin himself addressed the workers just outside, and the revolution transformed old Russia into the Soviet Union. Wars came and went, and so did epic political tyranny. And still, the Count never loses heart. The Count is an admirable person who demonstrates courage and grace and resilience and love.
I think of it as, I think there's a will to joy in the human spirit. There's that desire as a human being to make fundamental connections, to find causes for laughter, to be enriched by our relationships. And the book is very much an exploration of that process in the context of a challenging era.
In Towles' novel, the once fabulously wealthy Count is forced to live in a tiny attic servant's room.
Occasionally now, I'm told by the staff that people come with the book in hand and they want to go see, where's the Count's room on the 6th floor? And we're like, well, we're sorry, but there is no attic on the 6th floor. But I love it. The Count refers to this room as the piazza.
Towles, a former investment executive who now writes full-time, is delighted that the world he crafted for the Count is so convincing. He mixes fiction with fact, like the hotel's location next to the Kremlin and the lovely Alexandrov Gardens where the Count once strolled.
I confess right off the bat, right, I am not a historian, and the book is not a work of history. I think as a job as a novelist, it's different. What you're trying to do is use the backdrop as a history to tell a story which is a representation of events in Russia, but is really ultimately a universal tale at the same time.
A Gentleman in Moscow has made Towles a bit of a celebrity here. The Metropole hosted a reception for him with local journalists. And management is trying to bring some aspects of the novel to life. They've created the cocktails named in the book. And give tours that include the real Boyarsky Hall, where the imaginary Count became a waiter.
Some people have gone to Russia because of the book, and that's kind of crazy, but terrific.
Minutes later, we saw it for ourselves. Joan and Bennett Gates from San Francisco were thrilled to spot Towles signing books in the lobby. They're staying at the Metropole because they love the book.
Oh, have you read the book?
We read the book. I would have to sign it when we read it on Kindle.
So Towles obliged with an old-fashioned autograph on paper.
And Bennett.
The Metropole has just celebrated its 110th anniversary. It's got a picture gallery of famous people who've stayed here through the years. The imaginary Count Rostov isn't here, of course, but his creator is, Amor Towles, now part of the Metropole's history forever.